What is up, y'all, and welcome back to another video. This will be the divisional round predictions for the playoffs. I know this is a bit late, probably going to be coming out during the first game. I am kind of rushing to do this. I am so sorry. Should have done this soon. Not really much to be said. Last week, I did pretty terrible, and I'm pretty sure Cole almost had it all perfect. Cole did pretty good. I didn't do very good, but that's all you need to know. Let's move into these next rounds predictions. Let's get it. For the first game, we have the Texans visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is CJ Stroud, who is obviously making a bit of ruckus to start his career. Think about the Texans, how they've been. Nobody thought they'd even make the playoffs. Nah. It's really been crazy. They went from picking second and third in the draft to being here today, and it's actually wild. But they just beat the Browns, who I thought would beat them, and did it rather easily. They'd said, you know, if CJ Stroud was there before when they whooped the Texans, would not have ended up that way. But the Texans definitely proved a lot of people wrong, including myself, last week. So when they go in against the Ravens, I'm not saying it's crazy to say that CJ Stroud could pull it off, but I'm going to ride with the barn.
What do you mean by that?
To win another playoff game, actually beat the Texans here to move on to the AFC Championship. So that's just my prediction. Sticking with the AFC, we have the Bills and the Chiefs. Now the Bills beat my precious Steelers. And I just want to say, the Steelers went down 21-0 early on, and that was mostly the Steelers' fault. You can say that Josh Allen did the fake slide. That doesn't even really piss me off that much. All right, what pissed me off was the PI. It was a holding call. So I know you can say, like, oh, the uncatchable doesn't matter. What effect did that have on a throwaway? Like, come on, man. This is like one of the biggest games, and we're gonna call that. Miles Jack in general just had like 18 penalties on him, which again is like individual mistakes, but really were terrible calls. These refs, you need to check their DraftKings account is what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm a salty Steelers fan. When they face the Chiefs, a lot of people think that the Bills, it might be their time. I'm not one of those people. I think the Chiefs have their number. They always have, and will beat them in the playoffs again. It's nothing new. Josh Allen can't seem to get past the Chiefs in the playoffs, and I don't think it's going to change here. They barely beat the Steelers, and to be honest, the Steelers basically beat themselves going down 21 due to their own mistakes mainly. But when you face a Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, I learned last week not to bet against him. I'm not going to do it now. I don't think the Bills are winning this one, guys. Even though a lot of people think it might be Josh Allen's year. Maybe it is, man. Maybe it is. I don't think so at all. I don't think this Bills team is good enough. And I think the Chiefs, even despite their receiver problems, will win this game. Death, taxes, and the Bills losing to Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. The Packers will face the 49ers now. This isn't the first time the Packers were destined to get blown out, right? But they blew out the Cowboys last week, and it was insane. It was genuinely a beautiful thing to see. For a lot of people, I actually really, I like the Cowboys somewhat because my own mother likes the Cowboys. Seeing that every year, I've kind of gotten used to it, so it's kind of funny to see that the Packers just own the Cowboys no matter what. Jordan Love proving a lot of people wrong right now. I still don't think that he's like amazing, but a lot of people are obviously hopping on that train now, and he has a very tall task ahead of him facing this 49ers team. 49ers team is stacked, all right, and I think in an NFC that's not particularly strong, that the 49ers are just too good to lose to this Packers team. The Cowboys, it's not even surprising they do this so often, but you have to realize the 49ers would have slapped the Cowboys whenever they faced. All right, and pretty much all the time when the 49ers face the Cowboys, it never goes well. All right, and now we're facing the Packers here who beat the Cowboys. I understand that, but I still don't think they'll be lucky enough to come out there and beat the 49ers. Now, if they do, anything other than a Super Bowl for this Packers team would be a disappointment. I'll be honest. If they beat the 49ers, that'd be crazy, but I just don't think. I think that is just an amazing feat. It's been a great run, and it would be an insanely great run for a 7 seed to beat this 49ers team. But it's all about the would-be's, right? I don't think it happens. I got the 49ers. In the last game, the Lions are hosting another playoff game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think the Lions will take it. I don't think the Bucs are really insanely great. I know Baker is like out here making a case for his re-sign, you know, getting a new contract, you know, pay the man, but I have never been a Baker fan. I don't think he's the answer for this team, and I think that'll be showing in this game. I know the Lions have a tendency to crash, and when they do, it's bad. I don't think they'll do it against this Bucs team. This Bucs team, their defense definitely improved. I saw it. And obviously with the duo of Godwin and Mike Evans, you're always going to compete. And I'm not saying the Bucs can't win this game. If the Lions show up as they did versus the Ravens before, like this Lions team that we've seen that's gotten blown out, I could see the Bucs making a miracle run. But I just don't think they'll beat the Lions. I think the Lions are better. I think the Lions could make it to the Super Bowl this year. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but I have the Lions winning this game at least.
With the first game, which I think is crazy that this is the first game.
because I genuinely think whoever wins this is going to the Super Bowl. Texans versus the Ravens in Baltimore. I feel like the Texans have won against all odds all season. Even myself said early in the season the Texans were going to be. I said they were getting good pieces in the draft. And I genuinely think, like, before even the season happened, I thought all of their rookie picks were great picks. I like CJ Stroud more than Bryce Young. I loved Will Anderson. I liked Tank Dell for a late round receiver, was insane. And I liked all of their main picks, and I was like, they're going to have a good team, but it's going to take a few years. With that being said, they are now 10-7. They just beat the Browns. But due to the sheer fact that it's going to be in Baltimore, Baltimore's probably going to be sucky. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. Probably not snowy, but it's going to be cold and windy. CJ Stroud going versus one of the best defenses in the entire league after they are just coming off of a bye. And to the fact, I don't know how. Genuinely looking at this roster, this Baltimore roster, makes me question stuff because this team, don't get me wrong, it's a good team. But this team is blowing out teams. Part of me wants to say Houston, but at the exact same time, they blew out teams all season. You're now giving this team a bye before having to face them in Baltimore with all of that energy. That stadium's going to be packed. It's going to be loud. And Lamar is going to finally start winning in the playoffs. The Saturday night game, which it is kind of funny that both 1 seeds are playing on Saturday.
Oh, God.
The Green Bay Packers are visiting the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, God.
And yes, I know. I said the Packers are going to get dick last week.
You did say that.
And then
the Cowboys did what the Cowboys
the opposite. Do. Yeah, they sold crazy.
They pissed me off.
And I wish I could say I'm shocked. I'm honestly looking at it, I'm not. I'm not. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm picking the Cowboys to win that game 20 times out of 20. But, like, not shocked that they sold. But Green Bay Packers are now going into San Francisco after giving them a bye week, after they've been beating every team they've had to go up against pretty well, except the Ravens. The Ravens was the only really bad game. And this Packers team just hasn't played consistent enough for me to ever think anything good is going to come from them. And I'm sticking with that, even though they proved me wrong last week. I don't care. I don't give a singular
You don't give a
F.
damn.
I don't. Give me the Niners by a healthy amount.
Imagine we're just saying this. We're just all counting them out. And, like, they just blew out the 49ers.
No, if they blow out the 49ers, they won't win it at all. So now, Sunday, 3 o'clock game, which is really, really, really strange to me. Some people are slightly worried with how the Lions played last week. But at the exact same time, you have to realize this Lions team hasn't been to the playoffs in what feels like a decade. Besides that, the last time they won a playoff game. Just getting over that hump for them has to feel great. And now I feel like they're going to be able to kick back and, like, actually start playing without all of that pressure to win that singular game. And I feel like with this game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, sure, they've played well. That defense has played amazing. But they faced the Eagles, and that team is dookie butt. That team is actually dookie butt. And I'm sorry to tell you, but yeah, I don't think they're going to stand a chance going into Detroit and having to face this really well team. And just the versatility on offense with having 2 elite running backs and then Goff, who's just been slinging it all year. You have a really good O-line. You have Amon-Ra. You have Sam Laporta. You have Khalif Raymond. But I feel like this Lions team will be able to, like, finally go back to the way they were playing during the regular season, get comfortable in the playoffs, and get which should be a not so close game versus the Buccaneers to go on and face Big Daddy Brock Purdy.
Hey, yo, what the?
How do these two teams always play each other? I swear to God. Now, every other time has been in Kansas City. This is Patrick Mahomes' first away playoff game. But they're going on the road to face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Unlike with other teams, the cold won't affect the Kansas City Chiefs while playing in Buffalo. But there is supposed to be another storm, let alone the storm that just happened in Buffalo, and it's going to be ass. That game, that field, ass. It's always going to be cold in Buffalo, ass. It's always going to be windy in Buffalo. It's always going to be snowy in Buffalo, ass. Oh my God. These two teams have had a growing rivalry all these past seasons. I feel like this game won't be as close as it was the previous years. And I know Michael picked the Chiefs, and I can see it. They've been playing really well. They have that good O-line. They have Mahomes. They have Kelsey. They have Paco. Their receivers are just, their secondaries look so well. And I don't care. I'll be honest. I feel like looking at it team-wise, I should 100% pick the Chiefs here. But I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs, and I'm really hoping that Buffalo can finally get over that hump. Josh Allen has been playing lights out. Whether this team wants to win or not, Josh Allen wants to win bad. But I'm really hoping. James Cook has been playing well, and I feel like James Cook should allow them to start running over Kansas City's defense. And Gabe Davis always has that one stupidly good game. So give me the Bills at home to finally get over that hump.
Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about how late it was. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also put on that bell so that you can guarantee that your family is going to be safe. Because if not, and I know you guys haven't been, trust me, the time is coming. I'll see you all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.